Good evening. So, we do the with the preliminary Heart Sutra, and also we dedicate Heart Sutra called Ribur Rinpoche, Ribur Rinpoche, for which is since there's some maybe some obstacles taken, which is they say the houses and maybe some obstacles taken. That might, take some obstacles. So the several numbers of pujas to so one is Heart Sutra. So they will dedicate also for Rinpoche's the stable life, to have stable life, and that purify the ordinary sentient beings, the view of taking obstacle that they are taking so unhealthy situation. So so to purify those. That's basic one. The other one is the King of Prayer. You need to recite some King of Prayer for him, which is to purify come up this within to show perfect health and things like that. And long life, it recites some number of the 5 times King of Prayer and 5 times Heart Sutra, so that here many people doing that can help, so it can dedicate for a few days reciting King of Prayer, Heart Sutra, then the general thing, but particular which is held in could dedicate like that.
Can I give a few other names? Alberta Delaney, who's in hospital, Diane Macefield, Claudia Weil, Ioani, Monique Sun, Julie, Angela, Patrice, to recover from their sickness, Maria Josefina, who died, and also Gus.
So we can dedicate also those to those who are sick to get healed and died for the good birth, to liberate on the Lord and to achieve to achieve a higher rebirth and mid-dharma and the back-rising path, achieving enlightenment as quick as possible. That so can do that. Prayers, meditation, whatever, everything then dedicate for them and for things.
Page 50 in the prayer book.
just before, just I didn't get to go to see Rinpoche earlier. I came from the Geshe-Sopas, but that then drove around from there through Salt Lake into Washington. So I went to receive all transmission of the Papanga Teaching was this lama the treasure of blessings. Selama Tsungkava Guru Khadisiv. This unbelievable, wonderful this the practice that are composed by Papanga. So I thought it might help here. I didn't receive the whole intact oral transmission of the Papanga's collections of teachings, but just bits pieces here, and liberation empowerment bits. So that I took the liberation palm again, particularly, even though that was my first Lamdrum teaching from the Holy Mouth was Rudguru Son which some the lamas young to do, and this is the first teaching that Rinpoche gave. I think the notes met by when Rinpoche was in the Papanga Teaching was Lamdrum teaching. The Rinpoche made note, particularly Rinpoche was asked by Papanga Teaching to make notes, even though there are many many great lamas who like sun shining, benefited for sentient being teaching over there. But particularly, his son Rinpoche was asked by Papanga Teaching to write notes. So then, that was the first time Rinpoche gave teaching in India, Varanasi. I don't remember which year. So that was my first actually, first Lamdrum teaching. First teaching, first Lamdrum teaching. I know that. But to make sure, so I requested Rinpoche was a retreat house. So I did the retreat there, to come there to retreat. So, new retreat for some time, quite some time, but Rinpoche was doing budget retreats there. A lot, I said, I think probably 1 whole year or something. So I did there, and then so I took the opportunity to make sure to leave positive imprint, but make sure so that when I pass to others, make sure better quality is possible. So tried to all this. And then bits pieces other Papanga's teachings that so the so on the way to airport I went to Rinpoche to I requested to get all transmission of this Papanga's the lamas of Guru. This is called the Kajama means under strict order, that anybody cannot you see curious mind or just cannot one of those who practice of the living Samayabhava, see, and then that, and also the title is mentioned that so under here it's having translated over this English and Italian, and then says this is if anybody who do not reclaim the view and doctrines, or anybody who uses this corrupted, you see, the protectors, Samakala, the 3 chapters protectors who are living in the place, who are living in Samaya at the place from the deities, that says may they punish made the hit, the so I'm not sure what word. Very powerful or intensive, see, very powerful, very violent, very powerful, Vajra punishment. We say that those secret meditations, Patika, so things like that. So I took the whole transmission from Rinpoche, but the text that I had was 2 pages missing, unfortunately. So I don't know exactly which are the 2 pages. George, don't remember. Don't remember. My text is at the end. I don't know it. So and there so this one met just recently here. So I would good to pass the this is incredible practice, so to pass the if I have lineage, could pass, that you can see sort of good. So I thought maybe if it's not too long, if it's not too difficult for him, but maybe I can hear by telephone the 2-page oral transmission. If it is not very tiring for Rinpoche. It seems that Rinpoche has taken aspect. Things actually I didn't look carefully to Rinpoche's face when I was on the way to the airport and taking all the but it seems the aspects taking kind of slower than before. Like that. Yeah. Lama Domba Jundende de Jinjawan, the Jambayan, the Lonzo, Nawa, the water, the water, what does it go down on the Warashabaji, the Indian Baji, the Rajavala, the men and the Tom. Sangatin and the Bang, Osakato, Alajabala, to the Devoji, or Jinjala, so Alama, Domba Jundende, the Javada Jambayan, the Banzo. Damban, the Warashabaji, the Indian Baji, won't do and a Roger, Aladon, and the Tombas and some then the Lajazala, to the Devil. Jinjala, so Alama, Domba Jundende, the Jinjaman, the Jambayan, the Banzo. The Damban, the Warashabaji, the Indian Baji, won't do and a Roger, Aladan, and the Tombas and getting them the Lajazala, to the Devil, Jinjala. Lama Domba Jumdende, the Jinjaban, the Jambayan, the Banzo, the Batan, the Damban, the Warashabaji, the Jambaji, won't do and a Roger, Alatan, Minan Jitamba.
Sange Chonden, the Pagya,
Chakala, Joda, Jago, Jinjala, Bozo. Tantagan, so Jatan, the Jinjala, Kumbadumbo, and I needed in dinner to Jesum, the Keva, the Lazo. Namda Gonga, Jodo, so in Jabo, Siji, Rumbo, Kawaji, Dinsuna, Hame, Bagumbo, and Intalat. Kadan Dawa, Jimin, the Asia, Sadan Dawa, Jalajabo, the Lajuda, Siva, Sumati, Miman, getting the
Ashakabo, Gumo, Tushe,
Tamji, Jimbi, Tumbo, Suma, and then Jago, Sitting, Java, Java, Taban, the Zandawa, giving his own little ship to go to the Jala Jadalo, the Nehede, Laya, the Lawa, Tala, the Nation, the Bayan, the
Gen, Chess.
No, Zanya, Zala, Jadala, Divi, Zala, Jadala, the Nila, Jadala, Zala, the Zanya. The Java, the Jala, and the Runya, the Dukoyam, and the Chutos, the Zazo. The Bajian, Jashin, give up the budget, and is in the Young, the Sanje Temple in Kamada, Mamedan, Kamada, Mamedan, Jama, Siucho,
A star, a visual aberration, a flame of a lamp, an illusion, a drop of dew, or a bubble, a dream, a flash of lightning, a cloud. See conditioned things as such.
Sonum diye tunje siba nye ko pa to na tinje da do na ga da na dang chi we la de be se be fa le do on to jo.
Page 55.
Pa ba kun jo sum la
The strips
lo
gem.
ne na ye ga ba.
Dustin here. One time, Bhagwan's day in the Swatches Mountain Rajgir, together with a great community of monks, a great community of bodhisattvas. That's also that time, Bodhisattva Master Arya Amakirishvara. His and her nature. Then Shrimpur Buddha Benabusha Pujas said this to Wansa. Thou shalt son and then his train and wishes to practice the activity profound. Shai Putra and his son in his dark lineage who wishes to practice and beauty profound. Should look upon it like this. Gregory immediately boding the 5 Agib also is empty inherent nature. The same way, feeling, discrimination, propositional factors are conscious. Shai Putra likewise of phenomena without unrealistic, unproduced, unceased, stains, not without stain, not deficient, not Rinpoche is saying form is empty, emptiness is form.
Namba Shiva no Tomba Shere Buddha Davana Chutung de Tomba Nide Tinin Meba Oma Jeba Manga Ba Tima Meba Tima Lantoa Tua Meba Meba Shere Buddha Davana.
Therefore, in emptiness, there is no form. No feeling. No discrimination. No compositional factors. No consciousness. No eye. No ear. No nose.
I think I had a nose. You don't have a nose, but I have a nose. Maybe not a big nose. Chairman.
No body. No tongue. No body. No mind.
So
no visual form. No sound. Page 57. No, page 57. Mm-hmm. No odor. No taste. No object of touch. And no phenomenon. There is no I element. And so on up to and including no mind element. And no mental conscious element. There is no ignorance, no extinction of ignorance. And so on up to and including no aging and death. And no extinction of aging and death. Similarly, there is no suffering.
So now let within this includes if you have any sicknesses, cancer, whatever sicknesses you have, diabetes, any sicknesses you have, or any problem that one has. So here, look at empty. While you're looking at all the suffering, some are empty. All the sufferings, all the problems, all the sufferings for human beings, human being, Asura, hell, those animal, all the looking at all their suffering empty. That then say, whatever particular problem that one has, well, sort of any obstacles one has, look at empty. It's the empty. So this becomes a very powerful puja in eliminating obstacle. So, one lama, Kunjen Jan Shipati, the one who is most well-known, most well-known lama in Tibet or in Amdo, from Amdo, Shamash, Kunjen Jan Shipa. Who wrote many volumes of scriptures and commentaries, and especially in sutras. many volumes, and that the founder of the largest monastery in Ando, Dashichil, so, no, when the second time when we went in Tibet, I went there, I think 2 times, maybe 2 times, I think, wanting to find the text commentary of the Chinese Javatatsu, the secret Chinese, to get the text is very rare, so into the guidance of the Rinpoche. So when the that's one main purpose going to Ampo. To find the commentary. The Shakdayas, which Lama, they're making a sense offering that I mentioned before, the one with all the students. That one. On the moving around the mountains, so it is monastery to get this commentary. So when the Kumbh, the woman, Kumbh went 2 times. Dashichil. So met the abbot of the monastery, who is Kungtang Jambiang, another great Lama who wrote up many teachings, very learned, extremely learned, and who's far famed and learned and had attend same as a giant shepherd. So Kunda Jambiang was the abbot of Kumbh Monastery. Giant shepherd, 2 aspect, with the founder of the monastery. So Kunda Jambiang, the Lama, we went to meet him. So he pointed to a statue of Kalarupa that he used by Lama, that Lama Tsongkhapa had. So actually he received from, which was the Gata monastery, so he received. So I guess he's a very important Lama, Lama Tsongkhapa tradition spread, preserved Dharma, very pure, Lama Tsongkhapa tradition. So I think maybe because that he received, so he pointed to show us the Kalarupa statue. And then he said, even though the monastery was destroyed or burned by a fire, but the teaching of the Buddha is not destroyed. Nothing happened, he said. He wanted to say, he made a few comments, he said a few things to say. Why? Because the teachers, the very learned teachers, that monastery had, so they were aware during those 20 years of unbelievable destruction, change. So they were aware. After 20 years, when the monastery started, when there was some freedom was given, all these 30 cases, nothing happened with them. No disrupt, nothing happened over 20 years. They able to come back and immediately start teach the young monks in the monastery. So that's why Kunda Jambiang said, even though monastery was destroyed, burned, but teaching of Buddha, the tempa doesn't happen. That's how it's explained. So in this monastery, I heard Kunda Jambiang explained that somebody who is Sudra and Tang, they're all expert, complete expert. They said a number, one hand, I don't know, 70 or 60, then who is expert, full expert in sutra, something 100 or 200 or something. So he has a certain number of, or the amount of the geshes there, his quality. It's an incredible, great monastery. Yeah, unbelievable. So anyway, the founder of the monastery, so he, when you travel, there, you see, for example, you're going the wrong day, astrologically wrong day, wrong star, things like that. So then the wrong time, and then that becomes for us ordinary beings who are influenced, who don't have those high realization and can control the elements. You see, then we are controlled by the external force. Those things. So so that's why people follow the astrology. Kind of people see. So that to say, so that when traveling is just an example, but during the right time, then you see less obstacle, and there's no delays, there's no obstacles, danger of life, many things. So those things you don't experience, you see. So smoothly able to go and arrive there. So, but this is an example. Of course, astrology is not only for traveling, but for many things. So, Kunten Sheba used, usually there's a pujas, prayers, different texts to eliminate obstacles. See, for traveling, if you have to go wrong day, no choice. Then they have different texts to be read, and things like that. That does. There's the normal text to be read. One of the main texts is eliminating darkness of 10 directions. So there you take refuge to the 10 direction Buddhas. 8 and up, one up, one down, so 10 down. So that's so depending on how heavy it is, then you read that many times. The very essence of what you read the text, not, but main thing is you recite their names, the 10 Buddhas' names. You see, that's the very essence. In the text describes which realm, which world they are. You see, then so they, things like that. So, but the essence is reciting the 10 Buddhas' name and take full refuge, to them. So, while you're before terminal, or while you're traveling, like by going airplanes or cars, whatever. So, it's an obstacle too. So, the thing is then, supposedly without clinging, without it will really concern, without attachment, clinging, there. The possessions of this life, particularly, without the way to do is without attachment, then it takes strong lips to these Buddhas. So that's how then. So then, whichever direction you're going, the obstacles are getting eliminated. So that Buddha so guides you. So as we take strong lips with that, the Buddha, whichever direction you're going, the Buddha guides you. See. So however, taking lips to all, whether you know the direction or not, but it's taking lips to all the Buddha. So that's, and this is reciting this Buddha's name also has unbelievable benefit. It has. So this is a very common one for traveling. Then the other things like monks and monkey, then they asking the different groups of beings to be harmonized. They did many different beings. They are mentioning different bodhisattvas and then nagas, different groups of devas, many different. So all those asking to harmonize, they're not have obstruction, not cause. Then Tabaseketu, that's not the text, but it's from China. The mantras, the very essence of the quite a number of pages, but the very essence of the mantra, those parliament, the things in tea offerings and things that those are the very common thing, incense offering, those things, you see, the triple gems and the landlord and all those things. There was pretty early, there was in general in the world that. So there are many of the common things that one can normally do. But this Kunja Jaya Sheba, he used the meditation emptiness, for example, to eliminate the obstacles for traveling. See, so yeah. Like there's common reasoning. See, the plant is a non-truly existent because it's dependent arising. So that's very common. This is the king of the logic, the dependent arising. The king of the logic among the so many logics, reasonings. See, then the king, the main one, is the dependent arising. So that so you all the obstacles, you see. For traveling, for you look at them empty, not empty. So not non-existent, but it's empty of existing from their own side. You see, not merely limited power. So those are empty. Temperament, not true existence. So look at empty. Then, because it is dependent arising, existing merely limited by mind. So, by like atomic bomb, you see, by using that reason on the object, obstacle traveling that which is appeared real one, in the sense existing from the side, and believed by maybe allow our mind to hold on to that true. So then throwing it like a atomic bomb, let's say, on that object of ignorance, let's say, by using Tibet, because it has no true existence because it is dependent arising, merely imputed by mind. Existing being merely imputed by mind. So when you throw that right on that, obstacle that appears real and that your mind hold on to it. So then by using that, independent arising, that reasoning, then you see that empty. So by using, emptiness, then by using your understanding emptiness, by using meditation emptiness, then you eliminate the obstacle for traveling. So it's very, very powerful. So see, so it's made one can use Heart Sutra for meditation, by meditating, then one can become very powerful puja for any obstacle there is for traveling. See, so airplane crash or the car accident, whatever I say, whatever, then that can happen. So the any other, difficulties, so problems during the traveling, obstacles traveling, so get pacified. So similar as I mentioned at the other night. So it's very good. So if you have sicknesses or if you have whatever problem, then you recite Heart Sutra. Then at this time, say that after maintaining empty, the root of samsara, the dependent limb of ignorance, then the craving, grasping, in the empty, then the compounding action and becoming empty, looking at empty. Then the second result, the suffering is empty. Three delusion, two actions, you look at empty, the causal samsara. Then the seven results, the suffering nature, you look at empty. And the cessation, then the cessation from ignorance, cessation of the three delusion, two actions, empty, then all the cessation of all the rest, those seven results with the nature of suffering, they look at it empty. So then after that, then concluding the truth, the mental emptiness of the Four Noble Truths, see. Look at suffering empty. So that during that time, then do some meditation, you see, do some meditation that similarly use to yours, I say, use your understanding of emptiness, what you have studied, that you have heard, they have studied, heard many years, studied, so you use that, you see, example, sicknesses, and you see how that is empty. So mental, concentrate on that. You see, for some time, whatever one can see. This is very, very, very powerful. Become very powerful puja. So you see, done by yourself. This puja, even 1 second, or even 1 second awareness of emptiness, so that it destroys the object of ignorance and it harms that. So that means it harms the ignorance itself. Let's see, it cuts the so it harms the ignorance. So then, especially by that leads to realize, and then by realizing the wisdom, then eliminate the ignorance, the root of samsara, so that eliminate the ignorance of concept of true existence, which is the foundation of all the delusion and karma and all the sufferings for that. Not only since relationship problem or any obstacle in the work, obstacle in job, in your job, whatever it is, look at it in there. So it's because as I mentioned that day at the night, so it purifies the cause of the obstacle. cause of the sicknesses. You see, so it harms the root, this ignorance. So therefore, if it harms the root of suffering, ignorance, or no question, the other negative karmas, delusions and the karma, no question, the cause of the sicknesses or cause of the whatever obstacles in job, business, whatever, same. So the cause get purified. So that's how then obstacles become less, or say prevented. So that one have success. It is something strange thing happening, like a spirit harm or blemish or something like that. Also can use one who gives harm spirit or whoever is then empty, the harm action empty. You who is receiving harm is empty, So that all three are empty, see. That's so can maintain on that. That's one smart kindness, yeah. That so very good.
Smedus mesame Shadow should therefore the Jesus not taken, but his Sabbath was relying on one affectionless to my without obscuration. The from error, they reach the end. Three times also manifestly completely awake. Should all spouse more perfect, complete enlightenment. The reliance on affection. Therefore, men should notice chooses as not false. Then the Bhagavan arose and was entrenched to command the Bodhisattva miles in eyes. Well said, son the lineage. It is like that. One should practice profound affection and wisdom, just as he had indicated, even to Tathagatas rejoice. The Bhagavan, having thus spoken, Venerable Shadvariputra, Bodhisattva, Mahasattva, Arya, Avalokiteshvara, though surrounding their entirety along with the water, gods, humans, asuras, and Gandharvas, were overjoyed and highly praised as spoken by the Bhagavan. Page 59. I and all surrounding sentient beings give refuge to the Buddha, give refuge to the surrounded by all the children, by the assemblies of Buddhas by the truth be actualized. Just as in the past, the Deva King Indra reflected on the profound meaning of the recitation. By the penance in that same way, I also reflect on profound meaning great in and recite the profound word in daily recitation. The old diseases, spirit possessions, bad conditions, or negative conditions that happens to past karma and major conditions. May all this be in that straight to going, the keenness of the because of time, not yoga using his face. Where powers of voice, masculine nations, or carved petitions like a mother, a child. Aka Samara Jasavara.
Yeah, Samara the Shazara Samara Samara. Aga Samara the Shadara Samara Samara. La Zamara, la Jazara, Zamara, Yebe, Pava, Bunjosun, the guy, Dembish, Chir, Dova, the Shiva, the Shiva, the so I get it on like a Shiva, and then the human. Tomorrow, the Jabba, and the Lande la ja gun de ya to ga ni ra wa ga la sho sa bon de chun be shi du en da wo gun de ya ba song ka se ba ye je ba ne de ye ge Bende anamangara sende bende tenjede alamo endebe yazunongara ete tawo debe somamo ejenjo to demba enjeje bende haijo Jai 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 Lord Toga Zaya Nabe Jindo Yalese Tabe Bondi Lame Tebe Go Tongde Yajimbe Tunde Laza Yeah, was yeah, now will man go I'm a big baby. I'm for baby the war is an more than next we offer all the offerings to Abdul's house, Washington, recitation in their place. All the every single offering there, flowers outside inside. All the water, all the lights, and the tea control, as well as every single offerings here outside, around stupa, and on the front of the Buddha, the outside, and then I recommend all this regeneration in place. All the offerings, all the family center gomba. All the that's offerings center gomba. There was a regeneration in bliss as well as into half substance, the half substance, all that. So what was all that? So the marriage field already, I think they all the good sangha, all the tender collapse. The next one, or how to all the tender sangha by thinking the essence of Buddha. Okay, so their essence goes to Guru. All the 10 direction. Okay, good. Check all 10 direction. Say. The Guru Sam Buddha Dhamma Sangha. permanent essence guru, then offer them. Then next, next one, as far as all every single music, offer them. Not only the water offerings, not those offerings, but also every single music that's here, offer them. Then next offer to all the 10 direct statues, to best schedules, all other forms of object. There's some guru, all the offerings, different tradition, every single music, offering, there's the incense lit, and also incense offer soiba. That down say then the third second one those two, then third said I mean you can do one by one, or do that, but also to make it shorter, then you can do those two, one, and the next one, then all the whole objects in India, and then gurus there, all the whole objects in Tibet, Samya monastery, all the whole objects, every single in Nepal, then next to all the rest of the whole objects in the rest of the world, so that on that so from here, I made offering to all the whole objects there was China, Burma, Sri Lanka, Burma. In Burma, in every village, every town, there's stupa, there's a temple, Buddha statue like that. The people are unbelievable, devoted. Everywhere there's sangha, everywhere there's stupa and temple. Anywhere where there's some town or village, everywhere. There's an unbelievable place. Mind-blowing place. And so anyway, I got in any shop that sells statues or objects. So we are taking essence from each one. Even the statue or objects in the shop, tsatsas, anyone who's making tsatsa, from here we're making offering, all this extensive offering to every single tsatsa, every single statue in the shop. So you see, we collect unconceivable merit from each of them. From each tsatsa, anybody's making from any body sitting statues in the shop, you see, from each of them. So next time when you go in the shop, remember. Next time when you go to a shop, sitting statues, remember that already made offering. That I made already offering. But these statues, whatever art looks, whatever art you like or don't like, but anyway, you made an offering already. They received offering already every time. So like that. Yes. So then they wouldn't tell the first part and the second part and third part. So that's it. So depending on how much you can think. So you can do short way, you can do like that, middle way, you can do the different groups, see, one by one like that. So the motivation offering them not just for one's happiness, but for the happiness for every single health beings, every single hungry beings, every single animals, every single human beings, every sura beings, asura beings, and everything to for everyone, for everyone's benefit. So that's not May I pure? So like you lama tsungapa, I ever of let me discuss benefits in the meditation Buddha by having the same quality within me as you have from now on in all the future lifetimes, in every second, like that. Are you lama tsungapa? Yeah. Dāgī jīnyē sābēngē wā dē tēng dāna Ro gun la gan be da che ba je ze lo sa da ba yi tin be yin bo rin do zo ji Cai jin de de shu jin ya me do ga ma re ya ra wo le ji yin de yin je ba yin de sai ni ji bo me be bo e no na ma da shen la yin de ba jo.
Page 37 in the Lamucha Jyotir.